So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Instant match reaction. It ends Manchester United 3, Everton 0 at the Goodison. And I've got a massive smile on my face today. I'm really happy with that. 3 points on the board. Yet again, another clean sheet for Andre Onana. And we scored more than one goal. And our attacker scored. That doesn't happen anymore. Martial on the score sheet. Rashford scored today. Garnacho scored. The goal of the season already. There were so many good things today. Kobe Minu, excellent performance. So good today. Back in the side for the first time in a very long time. And he was the best player on that pitch. He looked like the most experienced player on that pitch today. That man has a future at Manchester United. He is destined for greatness. So good to have him back. Luke Shaw back again today from his injury. Excellent from Luke Shaw today. It's just clicking right now. And I just cannot believe we've scored 3 goals and everything went right today. Maybe in the first half we weren't so good after our first goal. Everton were cooking us at times. But the second half, I thought we handled it really well. We got the second goal, which was crucial. And I don't really know how Ashley Young is staying on that pitch. Considering, first of all, he yellow carded Martial for diving when it was the most obvious penalty you're going to see. And then Ashley Young's already on a yellow. It's a penalty in the end from VAR, and he stays on the pitch. I don't get it, but I'm not going to complain today. I'm not going to talk about negatives, because it's just all positive today, and that's what it is. I've got a massive smile on my face. How often does this happen this season? I'm familiar with scrappy 1-0 wins. I'm not familiar with going out and winning like that. And the goal today as well, the first goal was brilliant. As I mentioned, if you've not seen already, Garnacho with the goal of the season already. Honestly, it's absolutely sensational. Go and watch it. If you've got 10 seconds, 30 seconds, watch it however many times you want to, because that's what Manchester United fans will be doing this weekend, and continuing in the week, because it was that good. The Wayne Rooney goal in the derby, to win that with a bicycle kick, insane. Garnacho thought, you know what, Rooney? I can do one better. I can do you one better. And the way he scored that as well, I honestly do not understand how you can do that. He had to run back and get it while doing the bicycle kick and putting it in the top corner. I can't put it into words, guys. Go and watch it. Absolutely sensational. I could not believe what I was seeing. But yeah, honestly, guys, so good today. Let me know your thoughts down below. Isn't it refreshing to have Kobe Minu back in the side? A guy at his age, to understand the game, to be as composed as he was. His tenacity is there. He's honestly so good. Everything he did today, he didn't put a foot wrong the whole game. And that's what we've missed. That is what we've missed in the midfield. Someone who can just calm down the game, someone who can understand the game, someone who has the footballing ability to play the passes in the right times, so to understand where he is on the pitch, to understand when to make that tackle. Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air to have him back. I cannot explain to you. We've been calling for it. Why didn't he start in the Luton game? He was on the bench. Why didn't he start before that one? But it's crazy how good he is at his age as well. As I mentioned, he's destined for greatness with this side. But yeah, I'm just happy right now. I'm happy, you know. 5 wins out of the last 6 games. The most informed team in the Premier League. Like, from the outside, things are looking up. Things are looking great. Most informed team in the league. Just now, our attacker's actually scoring again. Injured players are coming back. It won't be long until we have Martinez back in the side. And as I mentioned, yes, it wasn't all pretty today. The first half wasn't good. And I wasn't happy with how many chances we were giving up, because Everton should have scored a few goals in that first half. But it's times before when we'd be 1-0 up and we wouldn't get a second goal. We wouldn't go for it. And we got the penalty. And how do we react from going 2-0 up? We've got another one. Martial, I'm so happy for Martial as well. He had a smile on his face after his goal. And one thing I want to mention, the penalty as well. Bruno Fernandes, credit to you. That's my captain. Rashford, low on confidence. Don't know the last time he scored. Doesn't look like he's enjoying football. Do you know what, Bruno? He says, do you know what, Rashford? I'll give you the ball. Go on, score this penalty, mate. That's a team player for me. That's a captain. He understands where Rashford's, mindset is at the moment. It's not in the right place. We know that by his performances, by his attitude, by the way he's playing. And that's with all our forwards at the moment, because we are not scoring enough goals. Our forward players are not doing enough at the moment. And that's why we're struggling so much. That's why we can't finish off games, because we're relying on defenders. We're relying on midfielders to score for us. So it's just so good to see everything today. Martial scoring, Garnacho scoring, Rashford scoring. That's what we want. All our attackers to be involved. We want to enjoy ourselves. We want to see us, convincingly beating these teams like we did today. And, it's just really good. I think the most important thing about today's game was to quiet down that crowd. And how do you do that? You go and pull out a bicycle kick in the first few minutes of the game. And from there, I thought it was over. Because, before the game started, the atmosphere was absolutely crazy. The noise in the Goodison, just everything going on about the protests. So I was a bit nervous going into it. But when Garnacho scored that, the place was silent. And I would be too. If you go and watch it, guys, you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm just really happy today. 3 points on the board. A massive week coming up with Galatasaray. But I think we've got Newcastle, then Chelsea. So it's going to be difficult coming up. But again, I cannot complain, and I cannot give any criticism to this team at the moment. They're playing well. Most importantly, they're keeping clean sheets. They're getting the results. And that's what we need. When we're not playing well, when we're not seeing the best performances, you have to find a way to win games. And we're not just winning them, we're finding a way to keep clean sheets as well. And you can say what you want. It's Luton, it's Everton, it's Sheffield, it's blah, blah, blah. You can go on as many times as you want to. You can only beat what's in front of you. And we're doing that at the moment under a very tricky period where the manager's got criticism, the players have got criticism, but we're finding a way, and that's the most important thing for me. So I'm really happy about that, guys. But let me know your thoughts down below. But the team going into the game, Andre Onana, Luke Shaw was back. I've never smiled so much to see a player back into the side, or two players like Mainoo and Shaw were today. I was confident seeing those two players in the side today, that they were going to deliver, they were going to show up, and they did. So Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, so Varane, we know the situation right now. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to talk about negatives today. It's not the time to do it. So it's them two, and then Wan-Bissaka came off the bench, but it was Diego Dallo starting. Of course, Wan-Bissaka was ill, and that's why he wasn't involved in the Luton game. Then it was McTominay, Bruno Fernandes. Who else was next to McTominay? Kobe Mainoo, of course. Kobe Mainoo, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Garnacho, and Martial. There wasn't a place for Højlund today. Still injured, which is a shame. Because again, the amount of goals he scored today, he probably would have scored a goal, knowing all the attackers did. So it's just unlucky for this game for Rasmus Højlund. But that was the team going into it. And we start well. Let's quickly go through the game. We start really well. That overhead or bicycle kick by Garnacho. Honestly, you will not see a better goal all season. All season. I'm going to be watching that every single day about 100 times because that's how good it was. I am never going to get bored of watching that now. I'm really not. That's my star boy. That is my star boy. Garnacho, absolutely brilliant. Goes 1-0 up. Everton get a lot of chances. They should be scoring, to be fair. I was not happy, as I mentioned, with how many chances we were giving up to Everton. It wasn't good enough in the first half. But second half, we come out, we get the penalty, which is crucial. Rashford scores that, which again, I'm happy for him. Hopefully, he'll build his confidence. He didn't really celebrate much. The players had to push him over to the fans, which just shows where Rashford is at the moment. Attitude-wise, just footballing-wise at the moment, playing for this team. So he gets it to make it 2-0. And then the third goal is just fantastic football from Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes is involved. I think Rashford's involved, plays it to Martial. It's a neat chip over the keeper for 3-0. It could have been 4. There were chances for Pellistri, more chances for Garnacho and Bruno and Rashford, to be fair. So it could have been a hammering today. But 3-0, clean sheet. Honestly, guys, brilliant. I'm not familiar with this. I'm finding it hard to comprehend with because I've not seen 3 goals in a very, very long time. I wasn't expecting that today, so that's why I'm really happy. But let's get into the player ratings. Andre Onana today, another clean sheet, made some really, really good saves as well. So for me, I'm going to give him a 7. He's really, really improved recently over the last couple of games. He's really coming into his own as well, which again is a positive for him. He's not making as many mistakes. He's keeping us in games. So I'm going to give him a 7. I'm happy with Onana at the moment. Luke Shaw, 7 as well, 7.5. To have him back in the side is just brilliant. He's going to be a bit rusty for the next couple of games, but for me, having him back just installs so much confidence inside of me in that defensive side. So, yeah, Shaw's going to get 7.5. Maguire, 6. Lindelof, 6. As I mentioned, I weren't happy with how they were defending in the first half, giving up too many chances, second best, a lot of balls. So yeah, we're just going to give them both a 6. And then Diego Dallo, going to give him a 6.5 as well. Didn't do nothing bad, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka came on late on as well, put in a good shift. So I'm going to give both of them a 6.5. Kobe Mainu gets a solid 9. Going to give him a 9. Brilliant. Literally did not put a foot wrong, and his tenacity, his composure, his understanding of the game, I've mentioned it all already, at his age, to have that, not many people have that, especially youngsters as well, they don't. And the fact he looked like the most experienced player on the pitch is scary to me, but that's just how good he is and how good he can be, and he's only going to get better, and that's just a positive for us, and it gets us excited about him. That's what we want, just to be excited about our youngsters. Garnacho coming on now. How good has he been since he really came into the squad? Now Kobe Mainu. There's some real gems inside this team at the moment. And I'm just so excited to see and go on a journey with them. So for me, Kobe Mainu gets a 9. It's so good to have him back into the side. And he starts next game. He starts on Wednesday for me against Galatasaray. He has to now. McTominay, 6.5. It's just an average Scott McTominay performance, to be fair. Didn't do bad. Still one of his better performances. Yeah, 6.5. Bruno Fernandes, going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he was much better today than he has been. He completed most of his passes today, tracking back really well. Again, that decision to give Rashford a penalty, I big him up a lot for that, because he knew about Rashford's confidence. He knew he was low, and he's like, I could score this. He was going to score if he took it, by the way. But, I want Rashford to score. Hasn't scored in a long time. Give him some confidence. So for me, I was happy with Bruno. Could have scored. Rashford had I think it was a 2-on-1, misplaced a pass to Bruno, but it's what it is. I was happy with him today. Rashford, I'm going to give him a 7. It was very hard to watch him at points today, but that's just where he is at the moment. But for him to get that penalty, I thought it was really good for him. Hopefully it gives him confidence to go on. Had a few other opportunities as well, but he's just doing a bit too much. Whether he feels he needs to at the moment to try and owe us something or owe the fans something, I'm not too sure what's going on at the moment. But for him to get that goal is really important. And we know Ten Hag really trusts Rashford a lot as well. So hopefully he rewards him for that. But yeah, really good for Rashford today, but wasn't his best performance. So we'll give him a 6.5. I'm happy with the goal. Garnacho for me, just for that goal, I'm going to give him an 8.5. But yeah, overall, he's really good. He was really dominating that left-hand side. He was bright today. It was just Garnacho. It's what we expect from him now. He lights up the crowd. He gets us excited, and he can pull out things like that bicycle kick today. That's what he's about. That's why he needs to be in the team. And that's why I've been saying start Garnacho over Rashford, because that's what he can do. Maybe if you can find a place for both of them, because Anthony's not really deserving of a place. Palestri's fighting there as well. But yeah, Garnacho for me was brilliant today. And just for that goal, actually, I'm going to match him with Mainu. I'm going to give him a 9. It'd be unfair not to. Really be unfair not to. So yeah, I'll give him a 9. And then Martial, I'm going to give him, we'll give him a 6.8 today. Got the goal, really, really well taken goal from him. It's what Martial is about. Those cheeky little dinks. His finishing, you can't say nothing bad about. But it's just about, I think he's a confidence player as well. If he's not smiling on the pitch, if he's not getting the service, if he's not really playing well, he's not going to, he's not going to be in the game as much. But if you can feed him the chances and you can give him the opportunities, he'll score them, because that's what he's about. So for me, I'm going to give Martial a solid, 6.9. We'll give him a 6.9. Overall, we saw Amrabat come on. He did well. We'll give him a 5. We saw Mejbri came on for the last 10 minutes, did a job, put himself about. We'll give him a 5 as well. Yeah, and that's all, isn't it, really? Wan-Bissaka came on, solid, give him a 6.5, put in a better shift than Amrabat and Thingy did. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Manager today, he picked the right team. He got it right today. He did really get it right. Putting Mainu in there, really, really good from him. Deserved to start, so I was happy to see him. And again, the performance there just shows why we need him in the side. Shaw coming back into the side as well was a good decision. Some managers would have waited, but Shaw was ready. He obviously told Ten Hag he was ready, and again, he played well today. So for me, Ten Hag got it spot on today, and we have to praise him when he does. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Man of the match, there's only one person, Kobe Minu today. It's hard not to give it to Garnacho just for that overhead kick, but overall, when you assess the whole game, Kobe Minu was excellent. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Please subscribe to the channel. Please drop a like. International break's over. I'm smiling. 3 goals, clean sheet, most informed team in the league. Well, a title chart. No, I'm joking. See you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys.